Hello everyone, welcome back to another brand new Dumarachi video, and we are finally in the year 2021. Man, it's just about damn time, right? Today I decided to make this short video. Probably won't be that short, but who knows. I decided I want to make this video analyzing my top 5 favorite games that came out in 2020, because there's a lot of games that came out in 2020, but really only 5 garnered my attention. I know 2020 was an absolute crazy year for a lot of us. More so than others, but hey, we made it through, and hopefully this year we can make it better. It's been a great year for video games, I would say. Fantastic year for a lot of studios and all stuff, and I'm very excited to finally get to make this video. So I have here on my list on my iPad here my top 5 favorite video games of 2020, and so I think we're just gonna get right into it. So here we go. Number 5.
The darkness is mine!
Destiny 2. I know Destiny 2 came out kind of like a while ago, but it's been getting new content for many years, and this recent expansion, Beyond Light, apparently has been pretty good. And I say apparently because, well, I kind of dropped the game a while ago. Regardless of that, I still played Destiny 2 a vast majority of 2020, and it was a lot of fun. The only reason I only stopped because I got bored and it got kind of monotonous, and I didn't really want to keep paying for really overpriced DLC and content that was getting removed that I really did like. So I was like, yeah, I'm just kind of done here. So I decided to drop off the train before I got hooked into some more. Regardless, Destiny 2 is a really fun looter shooter. It's free to play, so it's fantastic in that regard. I know the DLC is a little expensive, but you don't really need a DLC to get the full experience. You still can have a lot of fun without it. And it was quite fun to play around and play with friends and all that stuff. Number 5 on my list because it had a lot of content in 2020 and it kept me quite entertained. Number 4.
Time for the main event.
Hades. So Hades is a game that I played very late in 2020, like extremely very late, as in like I got it literally for like a couple days after Christmas of 2020. I played a lot of it in the final days of 2020, and I recently here, as I'm recording this video, actually got my first completion out of it. And I'm very happy with the game. It's a lot of fun, and it's quite the challenge. It's a lot of fun. It's like a roguelike game, like Enter the Gungeon, Binding of Isaac, all that jazz. Basically, if you like those games and Greek mythology, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this game. It's fantastic. It's cheap. Give it a shot. It's absolutely worth the time. I think everyone should give it a try. It's really fun. Number 3.
The Slayer's time is now.
Doom Eternal. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird that's at number 3, but it's worked with me here for a minute. Doom Eternal is absolutely one of the best FPS games ever played in a very long time. The quick-paced action, the exploration, the story itself, and the goddamn music. It's all perfect. My expectations for Doom Eternal were very high because Doom 2016 was one of my favorite games of all time, and Doom Eternal just absolutely blew the roof. I did make an analysis video and critique video about it here a while back. If you want to watch, it's in the eye icon in the top corner. I know it's kind of long, but let's give it a shot if you're interested in Doom Eternal and me hearing what the goods and bads about it. It has a lot of goods, has some bads, but you know what? It's a very good game, and I'm very glad to play it, and I still occasionally boot it up every now and then just to get some fun out of it. So yeah, it's number 3 on my list. A lot of fun, and one of the best FPSs I've ever played. Number 2.
I'm really glad to have you back, Cloud. Really glad.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, this is number 2. Final Fantasy VII Remake is something I've been looking forward to for a lot of years. And let me tell you, when I finally got my hands on it, I was very satisfied. I felt like it was just absolutely perfect. I felt like there was barely any issues. Sure, yeah, the story was a little bit confusing. Some characters' actings could have been a little bit more better. But you know what? Just the looks, The music, oh my god, the music. And the story itself, just the fact that it's not just a simple remake of the original game, and it's that it's a whole new, like, remix, like a reborn version of Final Fantasy VII with all this new stuff in it. It's just fantastic, and it's a great way to re-experience the game if you already know the other games. A gripe I have with it is that you basically need to have an understanding of Advent Children and Crisis Core to understand what's really going on and some of the implications, but I think that's okay. You can just watch a quick summary of Crisis Core and Advent Children on YouTube. That will take like maybe like less than 30 minutes of your time, but regardless of that, I still think it's a fantastic game, and I think everyone should play it, as long as you play the original first, of course. Before we get to number 1, I need to do something first. I have a list here of games that I had my eye on during 2020 and years prior, but I actually never got bothered to play them, or I just didn't have interest to play them. So I'm going to call these my honorable mentions real quick before we get to the number 1 spot. So let's get over this real quick. The Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, this is the game that I was pretty interested in because of how good the first Last of Us was, but after seeing all the leaks and just seeing how bad of a company Naughty Dog has been lately, yeah, needless to say, I was not happy with this game. I never bought it, I never played it, I watched a few playthrough episodes of it, and after all that, I was just really not interested at all, especially reading all the leaks and all the stuff that's happened. It just really turned me off from the game, and I'm honestly thankful for the leakers for doing this, because my god, I really did not want to waste my time with this game. Yes, it looks good, yes, the music's pretty alright, but I just don't think it's worth my time. I really don't think it was. If you like The Last of Us Part 2, that's perfectly fine, but I just do not think it's worth my time. Ghost of Tsushima. I'm just not really good at the games that have like an increased difficulty, basically on normal or whatever. I don't care if these kind of games have like an easy mode or like a difficulty changer, because I just don't feel very satisfied if I have to change the game mode to make it myself more easier. Ghost of Tsushima is an absolutely breathtaking game, and the music for it is pretty damn good as well, and her story is pretty cool as well, but I'm just not all for these kind of games. I just don't really like these specific kind of games. I kept my eye on it though, and I'm glad it got the recognition that it deserved throughout the year. So it's pretty alright, but I don't see myself playing it anytime soon. Maybe it's really cheap one day through a sale, I'll probably pick it up and give it a play, but as of right now, it's not on my list. Half-Life Alyx. This is a game I was very interested in, and I want to play it, but I don't own a goddamn VR headset. They are so hard to find, and when they are easy to find, they're very expensive. So yeah, I can't play this game for a while until I own a VR headset, but I do plan on playing it. Can't wait to finally get to play it one day, whenever I get my hands on a VR headset, but this will be a game I will play. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This game looks pretty damn good. I'm actually quite surprised how well of a reception it got, despite Assassin's Creed basically being a dead horse right now. I really do love the whole Viking scene from anything, so I will be playing this game one day. Problem is, I think I want to save this for whenever I get a PS5, because I think this deserves a true next-gen experience. I don't usually play a whole lot of Assassin's Creed games. I haven't played Assassin's Creed games since like 2, and that's not when it released. I just played it through a friend's console. Regardless, I will be giving Assassin's Creed Valhalla a chance. I'm just going to wait till I get a next-gen console so I can fully experience it. I will be getting a PS5, because I think that's just the best way to go, and I can't wait to play the PS5 exclusives that come out. Speaking of which, Spider-Man Miles Morales. This is a game I definitely do want to experience. I really want to play this game because I absolutely love Spider-Man on PS4. Problem is that I can't really play this game because it's on the PS5. And I know there is PS4 copies out there, but I feel like this is a game that just has to be played on PS5 to get the full true experience. So I'm not going to be playing this on PS4. I just want to wait a little bit till I do get a PS5. So Miles Morales and Assassin's Creed Valhalla will probably be the first PS5 games I own, because I feel like these both games deserve the next generation experience. I do own a PC, so I could play Valhalla there, but I'd rather just wait for the next gen console. If I were to get my hands on one, of course. Goddamn PS5s. Yakuza Like a Dragon. I've never played Yakuza at all. Like, I don't really know exactly what goes on in these games. It's apparently like a lot of meme material, but like, what the hell goes on in these games? It looks so weird. Regardless of it, this was a game that apparently has a lot of good reception, and apparently it's really fun. So one day, if I do eventually get to the Yakuza series, I will give this one a try. Well, the Yakuza games are on Game Pass for PC, so whenever I get my hands on Game Pass again, I will be playing these games. Avengers. This is actually a game I was really excited for, but apparently it's like complete garbage, and I really want to play it because I do love the Avengers. I heard about the game and I wanted to play it, but I never got around to pre-ordering it, and I never bought it when it released. I decided to wait a while for a price drop. Then I started hearing that it's complete utter garbage. I was like, oh, that's great. Well, I guess I'll just wait till it be lower. And right now, the lowest price tag I've seen for it is $25, and I do not think it's worth that. If it's below $20, I will buy it. It needs more updates, it needs more stability, whatever. Apparently it's just a bad game, so yes, I'll pay less than $20 and I will play it. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Yeah, that's right, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I really don't understand why I just couldn't call it Call of Duty Cold War like you guys called it Call of Duty World War II, but alright, whatever. It's got to put the Black Ops title in there so more people will be excited, I guess. I was really excited for this game. I really wanted to play it, but Activision's like really garbage with optimizing games now, and I really don't feel like spending over 300 gigabytes or so of a space on my computer so I can play this game. It's just not worth my space or worth my time. I played the beta of the multiplayer on my PlayStation, and it was okay. Like, Call of Duty multiplayer hasn't really changed. It's just pretty much the same shit. Call of Duty hasn't been the same for me ever since, I think, Advanced Warfare. It's just been kind of boring, and I'm not really interested in this series as much as I once was. Call of Duty just isn't doing for me right now, especially if they're going to waste this much space on my SSD. And that's all I have for honorable mentions right now, and gotta say, it was a pretty damn good year for games, I really do have to say. So, I guess you guys are just winning the edge-free seat for what number 1 could be. So, let's get it. Number 1.
Wake the up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Cyberpunk 2077. Yes, that's right. This is my game of the year. I know it's kind of a shock, but let's hear me out for a second. Right? Hear me out. Cyberpunk 2077 is a game I've been looking forward to for a very, very long time, and I was pretty happy with the product. I'm not even gonna lie. I really do feel bad for people who had to play it on Xbox One and PS4 and have these very buggy and bad versions of the game. But since I played it on PC, I barely ran into any issues. The only issue I really have was just like these tree glitch where trees just pop out of nowhere. I played a lot of Cyberpunk 2077. I got over 60 hours in it. I didn't complete all the side missions because I was basically at the end of the game, and I was like, alright, just get this over with, and I'll move on to other things. So I have a lot of games I do want to play. This is my game of the year because I just had a lot of fun with this game. There's so many side missions I could have done, but I decided just to wait out for my next playthrough so I can do them all, so I can play a different route. I played as a male V, so of course I did romance Pan in the game, and I have to say she's absolutely one of the best NPCs I've ever experienced in a video game for a very long time. I'm not gonna say Cyberpunk's the perfect game because it isn't, but it's a really fun game. And the endings of the game, I won't spoil it, but the Pan Am ending of the game is the one I chose, and it got me really, really emotional. I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun with this game, and I will be coming back to it soon. I can only recommend this game to people who play it on PC. Consoles are just having to wait a little while for it to start getting a little bit better. Hopefully the PS5 upgrade will be better for the PlayStation players, but yeah, just playing on PC is the only real way to go. And hopefully by the time I replay it, there'll be more stability, and the game won't be as buggy as it was, but I still had a lot of fun with the game. The story was awesome, the graphics were amazing, and the music was pretty awesome. Also, Johnny Silverhand's one of my favorite characters of all time now. I'm not even kidding. I love this guy so much. God bless you. And there we have it. My top 5 games of 2020 plus honorable mentions. I had a lot of fun this year. There was a lot of games I played, and some games I played weren't from this year, so I didn't include them. I had a little trouble remembering what I even played this year at all, if I'm being honest, because it's just been a crazy year, man. It's been crazy. Regardless, I hope you guys had a somewhat okay 2020. I know it was rough for all of us, but hopefully things get better from here. But that's going to be it for me today. Comment down below what was your favorite game this year. I would legit like to know. Please tell me what your favorite game was this year. It doesn't have to be from 2020. Just what was your favorite game you played in 2020? I would actually like to know that, please. Anyways, this is going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.